All right, y'all. I'm bringing y'all with me. I'm vulnerable, I'm open, and I'm trying something new. I'm going to be unschooling my daughter. 2020 was a trying year for everyone, and I was so happy to finally have stability. My daughter's been in the same school since second grade, and that felt really good to be able to do that because for me, I switched schools, every year or two. And um, it felt really good to have her to stay in one school. And I still noticed that I could not avoid her having to come home. Now, it was put on my spirit, but what long before she was even born, that when I have children, they're going to be homeschooled. They need to be homeschooled. And did I have all these radical reasons why? No, for some reason it was just placed on my heart, placed on my spirit. It was a glimpse of the future. And so I got the opportunity to be able to homeschool my child. And I chose to take her out of school in kindergarten, put her in school at the direction of my mate and her grandmother, and they got her into this really good school in Atlanta, KIPP schools, and I was like, okay, all right, she's gonna go there. But then something was just in the middle of the school year, something was like homeschool, homeschool, and it was like loud. And so I know when my spirit is loud, then listen. So I brought her home. Oh man, it did not come without strife. It did not come without resistance. Whew. And I had no support. So I reached out to different co-ops. I was trying to find homeschooling co-ops for support, and I found beautiful, beautiful lady named Sunshine. And man, it was enlightening to say the least, because not only it was just perfect. Like, I'm getting chills right now thinking about it, because I end up, not only was we in a connecting with other homeschooling parents and everything, um, I end up getting with her and we started learning Reiki. I got certified in Reiki, and just um, saw how she ran her business out of her home, and how she connected with people on a spiritual level, how she fed her kids, just her intentional way of living. It was everything to me. And we had a lot we connected on a lot, right? And so I knew I was in the right place. I knew I had made the right decision, even just not only just for my daughter, but for myself, because like I said, I got to see examples. So I'm like, all right, I can take this with me in homeschool, right? At my house. And I can, use some of the things that I've learned. And we did good for a while. We was starting the homeschooling. She loved it. She was enjoying it. We would go little science trips, and we'd walk around the neighborhood and find different things. And she was so interested and so like bright-eyed about it, and it felt really good. But then things different, a toxic relationship ended. I learned some things about myself, but I also was um, just mentally and psychologically exhausted, and I just wanted to recover. And but I still kept her at homeschool. But where I moved to, she's like, hey honey, let's just a school bus would come in front of the house, and she could pick her up, and she just put that girl back in school. She needs to have a social life. She needs this, she needs that. She needs structure and all of this. So I'm like, all right, you're right. And me, I always had an insecurity about being a mother. And so a lot of times, even though sometimes I would fight for what I say, a lot of times I would end up defaulting to what, my elders or, my family would say. and I would go against my own spirit, and it started eating at me. And I had just always been in this back and forth struggle between homeschool and school, homeschool, school. I didn't have the support. When I was in the relationship, a lot of the things that I did, and how I was changed. And so I wasn't the same person. And so struggling trying to be my most authentic self and find who I am, I felt like, okay, it might be the right thing to keep her in school because I still haven't found myself. I still haven't, like, what am I gonna teach her? You know? So, anyways, I just had a lot of insecurities around that. And so I went ahead and I sent her back to school. And then I brought her home the following year because it was in my spirit to just let me go ahead and listen to myself, right? Because I listened to myself earlier that year and it turned out to be the best thing I did. I should have listened to myself. So I'm confident. All right. And I'm just giving you the timeline, right? And so I go and I find a homeschool program that will actually teach them. And all right, she's still homeschooling, but it's not necessarily what's put on my spirit. Homeschooling, there's a difference. They can homeschool and still be instructor led on the computer. It's not the same as unschooling. Now, can you combine them both? Can you have the teachers do the hard work and then you do the other stuff? Yeah, but to me, I'm looking at it from a child's perspective. Like, golly, like, we're filling up their whole day with, like, it's like they're going to work and they have to do all of this work for 8 hours, and then afterwards they still have to do work. To me, that doesn't allow them to learn how to follow their spirit and learn how to do things. And again, not again, I don't know if I said this yet, but I'm not putting down people choosing not to homeschool their kids. They're not actually choosing not to homeschool. They're choosing to send their kids to school. That's what is known. That's what most people can do. Most people can afford to do. But if you really wanted to do it in your heart of hearts and you really, really want to do it, homeschool, then a way will be made. If it's truly in your heart, then you'll be able to do it. But if you just want to homeschool because that's what you think is best, but you don't really feel it in your soul, it doesn't feel like it's something that you necessarily should do. Like, there's a difference between wanting something and really wanting something. There's a real difference. Like, I watched this, we was watching Loki, which we didn't finish watching because I can't get into it. But she said, you know why she's gonna get, it was a character, she said, do you know why she's gonna get to it first? They're racing to get to this person who's behind everything. You know why she's gonna get to it first? Because she needs it. You want it. You want it. She needs it. That's what the order was. And I was like, bam, that the truth, period. Because me, I'm like, listen, they over there playing. Okay. I'm like, look, I need this. Like, it's in my soul that I need to do this because this is something, this was from the highest voice. And I know that. I know the difference. And so I've been fighting with what everybody else thinks. And sometimes I'll be successful and I will overcome it. But then I would just fall into this depression and like feeling like I'm having these thoughts if I'm not good enough, I don't know what to do, whatever. And I had no support. So my intention of starting this channel, I've already started the channel, but my intention of really getting into this channel is to show how there's another way. There's another way for us to follow our deepest soul's desires, soul path, soul wants. Sydney, can you back that table up, please? Can you back that table up if y'all gonna be doing it? Thank you. So I'm just like, it's time. Everything. I'm able to be home with my children. I'm able to be home. I have a supportive husband. I have, just everything I need within me to complete the task. Do I know everything that I need to do? Nope. But I'm going to bring you in on this journey with me, okay? I'm going to bring you in on, as I'm learning and she's learning, that we're all learning together. I'm not going to lie to you. Right now, in this moment, I'm feeling insecure about homeschooling her because she's older now, and now she's had so much instructor classroom-led education. It's going to be now where before it was like, if I would have did it when I was told to do it and kept doing it, then she would have been interested in it, and it would have been, that's all she would have known. So it would have been fine. But because I put her back in school, now she has to struggle between what she's learned for these last, few years versus now what she thinks she's going to be missing. Now she's not as interested. She actually told me she wanted to homeschool, but then she changed her mind. And then she's back and forth with it. But I know the struggle is because of the conditioning that I've already subjected her to by sending her to school. And I know that there's going to be, after the pandemic has shown a lot of things, and this new Delta variant that they're putting out there, it's a mass hypnosis, and now everybody is in fear, and they're basically going in jail. They're walking inside the jail and closing the door. They're taking your key, the cop's key, and locking the door themselves. Like, look. Wow, you got them to lock them up. You didn't even have to read them their rights. You got them to lock themselves up. And so I feel like there's a shift that's happening right now. And there's going to be a lot of parents, especially after last year, that has the desire to continue to homeschool their kids. And they might not want to put them in school because of, all the vaccination stuff. And just, people don't want to be forced into things. Give people a choice, and a lot of times people feel like, oh, if you make a choice, that's against my choice. So you made a choice, it's against mine. So I'm going to get on you for your choice and make your life miserable and ostracize you and everything like that. Nobody got time for that, okay? At the end of the day, we just want to live our life the best way that we know how. And I want to live my life following my spirit and my soul. And I want to teach my kids to do the same. And I know that it's going to be harder, more challenging, just because we're fighting with the conditioning she's had. She's 10 years old right now. And right now it's like, I don't know how to get her motivated about it. I don't know how to get her interested. I don't know how to, but I'm just going to follow my spirit, because I know that what has been put on my heart is what's best. Everybody could do what they want with them kids, with their kids. And there's no judgment on my part coming. I'm talking about what's best. What's best from what my spirit tells me. So in the Healer's Playground, that's my whole goal, is to follow my spirit and be free to learn things and to do things and to unlock things within myself as I go on this journey, following my own soul, following what my inner guru tells me, following my own bliss. I want my children to follow their bliss. So at the same time, this is going to teach me also, because I'm still deconditioning. I'm still taking myself out of the matrix. I'm still struggling with maintaining who I am. The matrix is over here. Freedom is over here. I'm right here struggling. I have been. Lately, it's been more closer to this side. You know what I'm saying? But it's gone back and forth. And the only way that I can get it to stay over here is if I just go ahead and follow what my spirit tells me without continuously doubting and questioning and being fearful. Fear. So at the end of the day, I want you guys to come on the journey with me, and I want you to learn about unschooling with me. I'm going to be sharing things with you, videos of homeschooling. I don't know in what method I'm going to do it in. I don't know yet. But I do know I want to include you guys in some way. So that's where we're at. All right. And so you're going to see all kinds of videos. But I'm still going to come in here and talk my spirit talks, still going to do that. I'll definitely, I'm thinking about setting up a separate YouTube account, like for a Healers Playground Kids. But I don't know. I don't know if this is for the kids or this will be for the moms, because then you get to get ideas and mindsets and things like that. Now, if she wants to do a channel for kids, she wants to participate, then I'll probably do a channel for kids. But right now, she's not really wanting to fully participate in being on camera, and I'm going to honor that because that's what she wants to do. But in the future, if she decides she wants to get back on camera, then we'll do that. So, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and head out, and hopefully we can, if you are planning on homeschooling your child, or you just not even homeschooling, unschooling, and if you want to have, you know what? Bump it. I don't know. I'm making all these projections. I'm just going to follow my spirit, because I don't know where the hell this is leading me, honestly. I keep getting these downloads, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't even know where it's leading me or where it's taking me, but it always leads me exactly where I need to be, and it's gratitude. So I'm not even going to set the projection right now. I know that I want to unschool, homeschool. That's what it is. I know I also do that in my life personally, outside of my children. Unschooling is what I do. It's child-led. It's soul-led. It's me-led. I'm no longer a child. My inner child is needing to be attended to. My inner child is needing to be unschooled. My inner child is needing to be addressed and loved and, healed and heard. My inner child is needing to be heard. So we're going to let her be heard. And we're also going to let her learn how to listen to her spirit, her inner self. So that's what we're doing. All right, y'all. So if you want to come along, come on. Come on, Cletus. No, I'm just kidding. Peace out. All right, I'm gonna go ahead, and right now we're learning about what unschooling is. And so that's what we're about to do. So today is day 1. Today is Monday, August the 9th. And so this is what we're gonna do. So I'll get back to you and tell you if I have anything valuable that I would like to share. I'll get back to you. All right, peace.